When you're challenged and want to ensure a winning outcome, what do you do? Who do you go to? Well, we have three experts here today who are turnaround experts. They're going to show you how to and share with you their advice on creating a successful outcome and navigating those challenges. So let's go say hi to them. Hi, Angel.
Hi, how are you? I am Angel Tucker. I'm an expert personality profiler and a best-selling author, and I am located in sunny San Diego, and you can find me at usingdisc.com.
Great to have you, Angel. And
Thank you.
hi, Cindy.
Hi, Laura. My name is Cindy Bene. I am a human resources consultant and career coach. I'm in Hayfork, California, and you can visit me at www.employmenttransitionsolutions.com.
Great to have you, Cindy. And hi, Vicki.
Well, hello, how are you? It's such a pleasure to be here. My name is Vicki Wright Hamilton. I'm in beautiful Atlanta, Georgia. I am a leadership and business coach and speaker, and you can find me at VickiWrightHamilton.com.
Well, ladies, I am so thrilled to have all of you dynamic women here. You are experts in creating winning situations. And Angel in particular, I know you specialize in win-win situations. So what advice do you have, Angel, for our viewers on how to go from challenging situations to win-win situations?
That's a great question. Honestly, what I recommend people do instead of trying to interact with every single person exactly the same is just take a second to ask yourself, who is this person in front of me? What personality are they? And how do they need me to interact with them to create those win-win interactions?
What is an example of something like understanding who that person is?
Yeah, so there's a lot of things that you can do when you know how to read people, and that's one of the things I teach in my trainings is how do you figure them out so that you know what they need from you. You know, some people are bottom line and then others want details, right? So if you're a very bottom line person and you're interacting with a detail oriented person, you're not giving them what they need, right? And so by understanding who they are, you know how to word things and what to say to them so that you create those win-win interactions.
Yeah, otherwise the challenge is going to stay a challenge and it's not going to be
Absolutely.
a win-win. So bottom line, people like bullet points, detail-oriented people want you to spend time with them and go into
Exactly.
answer
Yeah,
every question.
you got it.
Yeah, and even if it's not in your personality, that awareness helps. It's so valuable. Would you agree?
Absolutely. And another thing that's really valuable about understanding this is knowing how people perceive us. Based on our personality, because it also affects the way they receive us. And so just having that awareness, you can't be where something you're not first aware of, right? So just understanding how we're seen by people who are different from us can really create those win-win interactions when we make just a few little changes.
I love that. Well, thank you for that valuable piece of
Sure.
advice. Awareness is so key. So I want to move over to you, Cindy, and talk to you about what advice you have when people are faced with a challenge. How can they navigate to a winning situation?
So I recently wrote a book that will be published very soon. And one tool that I want to highlight from my book that your viewers can use right now is that we all face challenges in being resilient. The key to overcoming challenges is being resilient. Some steps to being resilient are one, roll with the punches. Two, be patient. Three, be open to receiving help. And four, keep your goals in mind and continue to work towards them.
I think one of the most challenging pieces in there, I think that's great advice, is the being open to receiving help.
Yes.
What can you dive a little deeper into that? What do you advise people if they don't know where to start, or they're really like they feel like their whole world will shatter if they ask for help?
You know, it's funny because I used to be like that. And even now, I still sometimes have a hard time asking for help. You just need to take a deep breath and realize that there's no shame in asking for help. Everybody needs help periodically. And just, it's just be brave, take that step and ask for help. People actually enjoy helping other people.
Yeah, it's almost a gift to ask for help sometimes, right?
Exactly.
Especially if you're doing it from a place of empowerment versus victimhood. Do you agree? Do you know what I mean
I
by that?
agree. Yes. Yes.
Yeah. So, and I sense that you help people do that, right? empowering, receive help in an empowering manner.
Yes.
Well, great. Well, thank you. That's so important. So we've got, being aware of other people and yourself from Angel, and we've got now being able to receive and set yourself on track for a goal and being patient through that process with Cindy. So Vicki, I wanted to jump over to you and ask you, okay, add to this. What do you see as another way to go from challenges to wins?
Well, I really appreciate both what Angel and Cindy said in terms of tools and moving forward. And I'm going to take it a little bit of a different direction. When you see a challenge, I want you to change the word from challenge to opportunity. Once you believe to say that this is an opportunity for growth, always remember you never fail. It's a first attempt in learning. The second thing is that once you've determined that, let's stop and dream. I want you to close your eyes and think about the art of the possible, taking that positive perspective and thinking about how you can make that happen. And how do you do that? You visualize it. Let's make a vision board. Let's create that hope of the future where you have taken that challenge, turned it an opportunity, been able to recognize it and create that hope. That picture will allow you the ability to always remain in constant contact with what my dreams are, where I want to go. So I only do the things that support that vision.
Taking it on the positive is such a powerful way to transform any situation. I mean, in the moment you put it in light of an opportunity, Vicki, don't you think that it's already a win-win? It's already a win situation, right?
Absolutely. Absolutely it is.
And it sounds so easy, but what would you say to that? Is it how
it sounds easy, but it's very difficult because what happens is our emotions get involved when things are not going well. And sometimes it's hard to get our mindset to turn around to think about what could. But I always tell my clients, think about this one question. When something went wrong and it did not work, write down your feelings at that immediately. Now, how do we turn those feelings around? Because once you recognize where you are, then you can begin to take tools in order to change them.
Yes. And that's back to awareness, like what Angel was saying, become aware of yourself, your feelings, your personality style. And so I came up with a little acronym for today's advice, and it's CARO, C-A-R-O, communication with awareness and resilience and opportunities, and see the way when you see the opportunities. So communicate with awareness, cultivate resilience, and see the opportunities. You guys are like, you guys could write a book together on navigating challenges to wins. But anyway, our viewers get the benefit of that today. And so I wanted to dive a little deeper with each of you today, our guests, and learn a little bit about you. Who do you work with and what do you do with them? So Angel, why don't you start us off?
Yeah, I'd love to. And just one quick thing, just to kind of tack on to something important Vicki said, is that failure, most people see failure as the opposite of success, but what they need to realize is failure is part of success, okay? And it's part of that process to keep in mind. So I use the DISC model of human behavior when I do my sessions, and I work with companies and organizations that want to be able to understand and utilize the benefits of understanding personality types in their organizations.
Love it. And tell us the story of how you help somebody with the DISC model.
You know what? There's so many. Just corporately, the companies that I work with experience less than 1% turnover in their organizations, which is unheard of in many industries. But, a lot of the stories that come to mind when I think about that are actually personal, because even though it's a corporate training, it's really a life information. And I can even reflect back on the fact that we've kept kids off of medications, because of what the school systems, said to the parents about this. And just by doing a simple personality assessment and showing how their child learns, we were able to keep those kids off of medication, which is unfortunately, we live in a medicated society. And so it's the quick fix for everything. And so, that's always a win for me when I hear stories like that.
What a contribution, helping kids stay healthy and being able to have that, resilience and, awareness to be able to manage themselves. I love it. It's very empowering and huge contribution to people. And thank you. The DISC model has been around for a long time and it's very proven. So that's awesome. Cindy, share with us, who do you work with and what do you do with them?
Yeah, sure thing. And I want to say real quick, Angel, I love the DISC model. I was introduced to it back in 2010, and I was really amazed at how accurate it was. So just a little 2 cents there. But I work with individuals looking to make a career change or just starting out in their careers. I also work with companies in need of strategic human resources support. I especially enjoy working with startups and nonprofits. And I help individuals learn more about themselves so that they can better make career goal decisions. And I help them attain those goals.
Awesome. Share a story. How did you help someone do that?
So I recently had a client who really was struggling. She had 4 different jobs within a period of 6 months, and she was really just having a hard time figuring out why, what was going on. And so I worked with her, did a deep dive into what she really wanted, what roadblocks she may have had, how she can overcome those roadblocks. And I'm happy to say that today she actually has her HR dream job.
Awesome. Resilience in the job world is absolutely vital for if anyone wants to succeed, because who was it that said, was it Angel? It's not a failure. It's actually, and Vicki both are saying your failures are actually your opportunities. And I like that word mistake. If you take it apart, it's a mistake. That's all it is. And what do you do with a mistake? You retake it. So the way you cultivate resilience and help people transform their careers is a gift. And, again, it goes back to that, be willing to receive help if you really want to thrive. We're on this planet with how many billion people? 7 billion people. Might as well help each other. It's my philosophy. So Vicki, I know you help people too. Tell us about who you work with and what you do.
Absolutely. So I work with individual leaders to help them increase their personal profit and read the tea leaves that they can't see around them. And I work with business leaders to help them to understand how to make business profit and keep their environment so that it's profitable through time.
I love that. So we want a story. Tell us about how you help someone.
Absolutely. And it's one of these stories where there was an individual who was working in corporate America, had always been told she couldn't, she can't advance. I worked with her to a point to where she got opportunities to actually interview, and she got promoted. And she got promoted to a very high senior level position when the previous job told her that she couldn't. I think one of the things that really helps is that the ability to really look inward and understand I am somebody and I do have a gift and I have a passion for what I want to do. And no one can stop me from getting there. We have to package it right, do it right in terms of what's good for us, be unapologetic and be authentic in the process. My success story with the business owner is I was working with the CEO who was actually losing money. And after working with them for 6 months, they were profitable. For the first time, they were able to take their family on a vacation and not have to work.
Woohoo! Yeah, it's great too. It's so rewarding to see those successes and wins in our lives. And thank you, ladies, for sharing that. And thank you, Vicki, for the work you're doing in all arenas. And so, what I love about this show is you all are members of Women's Speakers Association. You're premier women members and leaders in your own right. And when we come together, there's magic that happened. This was a magical show. I wanted to hear from your point of view. What is the value of being a part of this association? And Angel, you want to chime in?
First of all, I love girl power. I love any organization where you see, I fly about 150,000 miles a year. And when I have a female pilot, I am just like, woohoo! I just love it so much. So the fact that we have an organization where we can all come together and support each other, and from the founder on down, just the accessibility to that support and the training opportunities that are available, that are all included in the what I consider too low of a price for the membership fee, to be quite honest with you. It is just amazing. And I'm just so honored and privileged to be a part of it.
Thank you so much. I got this visual of, Gail Watson, our founder, as a pilot, and all of us as co-pilots and passengers, and we're all rotating. It's wonderful imagery. So thank you for that.
You bet.
Right. Cindy, what has been the experience with women speakers for you and the value you received?
So there's quite a bit of
your sound just went off, so I'm going to let you troubleshoot that, and we're going to go over to Vicki, and I'll come right back to you, Cindy. See if you can get your system stable there. So Vicki, how about you? What is your experience with Women Speakers
You know
Association?
what? The thing that I love about this organization is that it is a confidential brain trust. And it is a community that is all about not just me, but we. And I think that is very powerful. I think the ability to get speaking engagements, the ability to help each other. If I'm thinking about something, give me some guidance. It is an absolutely great organization. And if you want to be a speaker, you aren't part of it, shame on you.
Well, we're not going to shame anybody, but I agree with you 100% that this is an organization of winners, of leaders. It's high value. And, you three just proved it today. And Cindy is saying that, Cindy, I'm going to pop over to you, see if we can hear you say what you said. And if you don't, I will do that for you. And you're on mute, unmute, and go for it. Yep, it's still off.
Technology is awesome when it works, isn't it?
It is awesome. And you know what? We're a very authentic show here. So Cindy will be on screen in just a moment, but I know that Cindy is saying that the trainings and the community is fantastic, and we strive to do that for you. And if you are like Cindy and Angel and Vicki and want to be a premier member, have more exposure, have the connections in the community that really supports and uplifts and collaborates together, then check out joinwsa.com. And if you want to just put your toe in the water, we do have a free download. It's called our Speaker Success Plan. You can get it at speakersuccessplan.com. And I'm going to put everybody on screen because you all are beautiful women. And thank you so much. And Cindy, you want to see if one more time we can say hello?
Yes. Can you hear me now?
Yes. Is there anything else you
Okay.
want to add to that?
I just want to add that being a member of the Women's Speaker Association has been very rewarding. In addition to the trainings and the community, I really have learned some tips and tricks on how to be a better speaker.
Oh, fabulous. Yeah. Oh, yeah. There's that. So we will look forward to seeing you at one of our upcoming networking meetings, online at our visibility strategy calls, or any other opportunities. We have our speaker success trainings as well. So thank you, Angel, Vicki, Cindy, for being here and sharing your wisdom with us. This was highly valuable. We'll be back next time. Thanks, everyone.
Thank you.
Take care.
Bye, everyone.